Greeting and many greetings in the name of our one Creator, the infinite love and intelligence. Adonai. I hope that all of you are doing well. Today, here in America, the 4th of July is celebrated. That's supposed to be the day of sovereignty and freedom. Some 2,000 years back, Darius II, the king of then Persia, hacked on a stone tablet the first declaration of human sovereignty. What does that mean, sovereignty? Which means everyone is a creator. Everyone has the potential of infinite intelligence, light and love. We are free, sovereign gods, albeit being pretty distorted. But that's who we are. In 1882, I hope I have my date is right, this declaration got ratified in America, the land of the I am, America. And then, of course, the cabal infiltrated, the Sabbatean Frankists took over, and everything got inverted. Everything. Sovereignty became slavery. And so on and so forth. However, that doesn't mean that you and I have to come to a point to succumb and acquiesce to their mandates and dictates. Oregon has supposedly now got 70% of its people injected. That's a staggering number. People who are uninjected or become 1 in a million, like endangered species. And this bamboozled people are rejoicing. Why? They're rejoicing they can go back to the bar, drink, go to the restaurants, as though this is all life is about. It is truly sad in my heart to watch them in this punny celebration. And what does our beloved government do? Enacts their celebration of 4th of July by showing off bombers and jet planes and acrobatic jets, and which that's what they have turned sovereignty of human to. War, us against them. Who has the might to kill the most and the most efficiently? Everything you see in the media is aggression, killing each other, destroying everything, all in the name of entertainment. Casual sexuality. There's a purpose in that they do, which is truly evil. One, to erode the heart to heart sexual energy transfer. To make love as practically non-existent, substituting sex alone for love, a sex that has no meaning. War, aggression, bloodshed as casual and common. The point that you are nothing. Your life is expendable. You're a bunch of cattle running around in this beautiful planet of ours. You have to understand that how our psyche receives information and processes it is symbolic. It's all symbol, and that's how they do their doing, by symbol. Wear a mask. You're a non-entity. You have no identity. Get injected. You're a cattle. You mean nothing. Your spiritual life doesn't exist. Life is only this experience. And of course, my beloved fragments, and by that mean those people who have injected themselves, because we are really not separate. I am the totality of this planet. I am the totality of the human beings on this planet. I am the totality of all created forms in this planet and in this universe. I am that I am. I am one. So, these are my beloved parts. Why do they say 70%? Has anyone asked that? Because they believe by 70% the other rest doesn't matter anymore. If 70% of the cells in my body are dead, the other 30% will die. So, my beloveds, here we are. They up the dial, you up the dial on the other way. That means what? That means we have to be physically strong, mentally strong, and spiritually strong. How do we do that? Their attack is on immunity, to erode the physical strength by injection. And a lot of people who get damaged by that, what happens is everybody in their human form, the physical form has distortion. These distortions become part of our weakness. So when the immune system doesn't work, that weak part starts complaining, becoming sick, and eventually erode the totality of the being. Of course, they only consider it part of their people's physical illness, and if they die, they consider it VIRUS and whatever that is. So practically now, I see anybody that I talk to that has gotten the injection, after a few months complain about this thing that has happened that they used to have, that thing that they cured is back, I had this illness that I had 20 years ago, I thought I took care of it, here it is again. So, by now I've talked a lot about how to maintain the well-being in our physical, just our body. Immune boosting substances. All right. Mineralizing the body. And eating a plant-based diet. I emphasize the plant-based diet because it's a diet that does not cause any putrefaction in the body. So there is no inflammation in this kind of consumption. And buy food that's organic, unprocessed, unpackaged as much as possible. And prepare it yourself. These people rejoice going out to eat. What do they eat out there? The worst processed food, the worst quality of food at the highest price, provided for people by people who don't give a hoot about who you are. No chef in a restaurant is going to say, oh, I'm going to prepare this for my beloved, for my family, or for myself that I have to love the most, to nourish me. Or Harriet cussing, cursing, sweating over your food, shitting the spiked protein on your food. So prepare yourself, my beloveds. The simplest food from your kitchen is 1,000,000 times energetically better than anything out there. How do we take care of our mind? One other thing is about plant-based diet. Toxins attach themselves to animal cholesterol. You don't have that in your body, you will be less toxic. Let's move on. Now, for those who are not plant-based, let's not move on. For those who are not plant-based, I recommend gradually moving toward it. Do not drop everything all at once. Somebody who's lame, if he drops his crutches, he can't go anywhere. He collapses. So slowly, my love. Slowly, my beautiful fragments. First, stop the biggest animal, the one that have the most blood in their being. That means cows, sheep, goats, pigs, God forbid. That's where our good, benevolent friend Christ put the bad, evil spirits inside. And people eat them. Oh, ho, 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 how delicious. After you have eliminated those, start by getting away from birds. And their fetus. And after you got really strong by just eating things from the sea, of course that excludes shellfish and mollusks, and these things that are basically the garbage collectors of the ocean. Once you have cleaned yourself of all fish and flesh and animal products, your body, not that your body is transformed, your mind will be transformed. Because the temperature in your body would reduce, in your blood will reduce. The blood that goes to the brain is not hot. You don't crave alcohol. You don't crave tobacco to calm yourself down, to sedate yourself. The two things that they push, they write warning on them, means nothing. They create what? E-cigarettes, e-this, e-that. Because as long as you pollute your lungs, you will not receive from the spirit. In the classical medicine, the lungs are the receiver of the spirit. In spiritu, breathing means receiving the spirit. Right? You're clear on that. And alcohol. What does alcohol do? And why do that push it so much? Every movie you watch, drinking, alcohol, bars. Alcohol does the same thing that smoke does for your lungs, for your liver. Okay? Your organizer. The one that organizes your being. Energetically, the energy of the liver moves to the lungs. So if your liver is damaged, if your liver is toxic, you won't get anything to the lung, let alone, okay, go ahead and smoke too. Totally stop your being from having connection with the spirit. Then on top of that, we give you this thing, okay? So now this doesn't work. The one that's under your feet doesn't work. So you get disconnected from the earth, get disconnected from the spirit. Hooray! You're a good biorobot. So, you see how important the diet and what goes in our body is. Now we come our own discipline toward the body and mind. Exercising the body, especially these days, that right now 70% of our fragments are having a hard time being alive, we have to train like an athlete to stay on top of it. Otherwise, you feel lethargic all the time. You have no inspiration for doing anything. I can let go of this now. You must discipline. You must pull yourself up with your whatever the things of the boot they say. Stand up yourself and start exercising, start feeling better. It would be ultimate if you can exercise 30 minutes a day. Whenever you can, morning, evening, afternoon, nighttime, doesn't matter. Just do it. 30 minutes. A little bit more, better. Before that, stretch a bit to loosen your body. And after that, stretch a bit. So all total, you might want to, spend about 30 to 50 minutes. And don't say you don't have the time. There is no time. There's only life and how we take care of it. And once this body is strong, the mind can become strong. The mind that's strong starts making the body strong. Remember, we are not isolated, separate parts. We are one spirit, mind, body complex. So once now on the mind. The mind also needs discipline. Catch your beautiful mind when it goes into negative emotions and negative states. Don't deny it. Deny and control works against you. Observation and correction is what you want. Why am I thinking this? Where does it come from? Where does this thought come from? Nowhere. I can't figure out the source of it. Or sometimes you do, because of that I watched that movie, or because I listened to that, or I was watching that stupid thing on the internet, or whatever that is. Ah, that's the source. Okay. Now I've got this thought. What's the opposite of it? Which one is better for me to accept in my being? What thoughts do I want for my body and my mind? Observe yourself. Don't deny any part of yourself. Accept all and harmonize them. Don't control anything, even your genuine reaction to things, even if it is anger. Oh, I was angry when I was talking with that person. Work it out. Why was I angry? Why did I get so angry? Figure out what is the source of that distortion within us. Next time, you would not react that way. You could maybe react with love, just the opposite, or the proper way of doing that. You have to remember this life, which is just a bat of an eye in the totality of our existence, maybe even shorter. You're like a half a bat. Okay? Is for us to learn, is to resolve and harmonize all the catalysts that we have arranged for ourselves in this life so we can spiritually grow in light and love. Read good material. Watch light, beautiful entertainments. Comedies, romantic movies, good romantic movies. There are tons of those that I run into. It's all about the same thing, casual sex and things. But eventually they come to that place that, oh, love is more important than the sex. God bless those who made it. At least at the end, they redeemed themselves. Don't hang on to anything that causes you remorse. All right? Don't try to justify it. Repent. That was the word of our friend Christ. Repent. Why? What does that mean? A simple, oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Would resolve your spirit from that. You repented. I understand I did wrong. That liberates your mind. So you don't have distortion in your lower chakras. Value yourself. You are one with the one infinite creator. You're a being of infinite worth, albeit being distorted, all of us, having distortions. And the mind and spirit. The mind and spirit, first and foremost, is meditation. However you meditate, you don't have to do magical work in your meditation. There are people who know how to do that wonderful, how to do galactic work, grid work, wonderful. Do it as much as you can. Those who do know Tengolan, do it as much as you can. If not, just quieting down. 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night. Just quietly breathe and watch your breath. And catch your mind that constantly wants to go here and there. Bring it back to a place of quietness by focusing on your breath. Observing the things that you think about. It's all about understanding our own being and our own spirit. And when you do that, remember, in spiritu, receiving the spirit, via that we connect with the infinite intelligence, infinite love and light. You bring the Creator, the energy of the Creator within this planet. You do the most service by your meditation. Did you hear me? Do you want me to repeat that? No. You do the most service for this planet by meditating. The next one would be prayer. Pray loud, clear, so you can hear yourself. Talk to the Great Spirit as though you're talking to a friend, someone who loves you. You don't need to ask for this and that. That's a Christian trip. I mean the wrong Christian. Give me this, give me that. No, the Creator knows everything you need. He's already the knower of all. Pray for light. Pray for love. Pray to understand love and light. As much clarity as possible. Pray to become a vehicle of light and love on this planet. Pray for protection from evil. There's plenty out there. So you can maintain your strength to do service. And then help others as much as we can. However we can, with what capabilities and skills we have. Don't cause hurt for anyone. All right? You see a beautiful friend who informs you that he has got the injection. Stay away a bit. Say, I'm not going to hug you, but I love you. Don't need to say anything anymore. If they didn't do their research before, what is the use of telling them what is going on now? You only cause them hurt, mentally and emotionally. That depolarizes us. We are not here to hurt anyone, not even an animal. That's why we don't want to eat them either. It's enough that we have to kill plants to eat. But the plants is a second density creature of a low kind. By bringing it into our being, you elevate its energy so they don't mind. They give themselves freely. But go to a stockyard. Does any animal give itself freely for us to consume? No. They cry. They scream. Which the atmosphere of Earth is full of, which they love. They love grief. They love fear, sadness, and all these things that's caused by that. Contemplate. Go in places of quiet so we can have a contemplate, a place that your mind relaxes, can free associate with beauty, with life, with existence, with trees, with sky, with the earth, with the ocean, with the river, with the lake. Live a sovereign, free, God life. Because that is who we are. I love you. Be well till our next video. With much blessings and love. I leave you till next time. Go forth and rejoice in the power, beauty, and peace of our one infinite Creator. Bye for now.